gosh, this optimizing profit problem is so hard.
I just wish we were good at something.
Oh my gosh. Let's just go take our mind off of it. Let's go. I mean, this sport is really hard, but it's better than doing calculus.
Yeah, for sure.
Here, Grace, you can start. You can start. Okay, Emily, how about you take a shot at it? Okay.
Grace.
What?
Is that
Emily Littlejohn?
Excuse me? Did you need me for something?
Can you teach us to play basketball?
What do I get out of teaching some nerds like you?
We can make you lots of money.
And how could you possibly do that?
If you teach us how to be good at basketball, then we'll sell your jerseys and maximize profit to make you rich.
Then I'm gonna need you to give me some details.
Hello, my name is Emily, and today we're going to be learning how to maximize our profit with the Michigan Mystics. So, basically, we are going to be seeing how many hundreds of jerseys to produce in order to maximize our profit. So today, we're going to let our X equal hundreds of jerseys that we're producing at a time, and we're going to take a look at our revenue real quick. We are going to let our revenue equal 100X, and I will tell you why. We, fortunately, have a wholesaler who is willing to sell us, or to give us $100 per X amount of jerseys that we produce and sell to them. So, in order to get our profit, we unfortunately are going to have to deal with our cost of production. Every business has a cost of production. Got to pay your employees, run a business, run a factory, produce and manufacture, all the above. So that is coming out to today, x to the third minus 4x to the second plus 12x. So that is our cost as a function of x. In terms of our profit, we are going to have that as our revenue minus our cost of production. And if we are plugging in the values we have in for these two functions, our function for revenue and our cost of production, for our production as a function of x, or profit as a function of x, we will get 100x, which is our revenue, minus our cost of production. There you have it. So if we're simplifying that down a little bit, we are left with negative x to the third plus 4x to the second plus 88x as our profit as a function of x. Next step is to take the derivative of this function. And in order to do that, we are going to be using the one and only power rule. So we're going to have a negative 3x to the second plus 4x plus 8x plus 88. Once we have our derivative of our function, we're going to set that derivative equal to 0. After setting our derivative equal to 0, I'm just going to flip this function over to the other side of the equal sign so that we are left with a positive 3x to the second minus 8x minus 88. So now, if we're going to be looking for that x, that is going to be the number that we produce in order to maximize the profit, we're going to need to solve for x. And unfortunately, we are unable to factor, so we will be using the quadratic formula. When we use the quadratic formula, plugging these numbers in, we get x is equal to 8 plus or minus the square root of 64 minus 4 times 3 times negative 88 over 2 times 3. So after that, we are going to simplify this down to get 8 plus or minus square root of 1,120 over 6. So when we are solving for each of these x's, because we do have a plus or minus, so we are going to have to solve for that 8 plus the square root of 1,120 over 6. And we're going to have to solve for this 8 minus over 6. So once we have those two set up, this one comes out to be approximately 6.911. And then this x comes out to be about negative 4.244. Now, since we have two x's, we're going to have to see which one of these is actually the maximum. And to do that, we're going to set our function. We're going to find the second derivative in order to determine the concavity of the original function. So, taking this derivative, which is 3x squared plus 8x plus 88. We have a second derivative using the power rule again to get negative 6x plus 8. And if we plug in our x's into this second derivative function, which, give me a second. We will find that, oh, sorry. So, when plugging in the 6.911, we'll find that our second derivative, so this is plugging it into the x, our second derivative for each of these x's, for the 6, it is going to be less than 0, which is going to mean that our original function is concave down. While over here, our original function is going to be concave up because our second derivative is positive. So we have our concave up, or our concave down, and our concave up. And that is going to tell us that this x is in fact our max hundreds of jerseys in order to optimize our profit. While this one serves as a minimum, it doesn't work for us anymore. So as we have this, it's going to be our max. It's going to give us a maximum of our original function to find the profit. So now, using this information, we can solve for our profit just by plugging in the same x back into this original profit function. So I'm just going to do that. Oh, yeah, so third plus 4 times 6.911. Hopefully you're able to see. Plus 88 times 6.911. Okay, and that is going to come out to 491.133. So now coming back to our x is in hundreds of jerseys, so we are going to multiply both our x and our profit in terms of x by 100, which is going to give us a profit of $491,000, 133, and that is our maximum profit after producing 6,911 jerseys. So, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we enjoy getting rich.
Catastrophe on anybody who tryna hate, come and blasting me. I've been in this for a minute. See how I graduated from rookie to beginner, but now I'm winning on the road. Backing up and selling our shows, but let's rewind the tape a bit and let them all know who came to rock the floor, Jay, who knocks the most. Willis. I creep up on the come up, whether they hate it or feel this. Next in line to come and battle me quick. Man, you don't wanna see me in this circle. I'm killing you, kid. Young Jay, I'm bad. They told me that. They told me I wasn't gonna get far. It's like this, look. Who's back? Watch me lean back, see how I ride. I gotta do my thing. Check 1, 2 on the mic, and when we go, you know there ain't no stopping us, right? Because we party every day, just like it's 1999. Watch me lean back, see how I ride. I gotta do my thing. Check 1, 2 on the mic, and when we go, you know there ain't no stopping us, right? Because we party every day, just like it's 1999.
my